of the Hathras rape victim took a dramatic turn, possibly the most outrageous one, when what happened on the intervening night of 29th and 30th of September. The family, in fact, still in the mourning, but they were denied not only a proper chance to grieve, but also last view of their daughter. I don't even have the heart to go and speak to the mother who is sitting there. Her throat is completely packed, choked, since the media has been here since morning. But what happened in the night yesterday was outrageous. My colleague Tanushree Pandey was here through the night. The hush-hush cremation of a 20-year-old rape victim who was killed in the most barbaric, brutal fashion has not only completely shaken the entire nation, but has also shaken the soul of everyone who has seen what happened last night. Take a look at this ground report by my colleague Tanushree Pandey.
Ambulance siren ringing in the air. The Hathras victim's body reaching her native village. Grieving relatives threw themselves on the ambulance in a bid to halt it near the victim's house.
You can see right there, it's 1 in the midnight and the body has just reached the village and there is major ruckus happening here. The village people have gathered and they are not letting the police personnel take the ambulance any further.
The family argued with cops, stopping them from taking the body to the cremation ground. The victim's mother weeping helplessly as cops insisted on cremating the body immediately.
कुछ गलतियां हुई है आपसे, इसको बात को आपको स्वीकार करना चाहिए। देखो कुछ गलतियां और लोगों से भी हुई है, उनको भी स्वीकार करना चाहिए। आपस में बैठ करके बात करो और विचार करो। और ये कोई जरूरी नहीं है, ये कहीं नहीं लिखा है कि नहीं साहब दाह संस्कार साहब रात में नहीं होता है।
हम चाहते हैं हमारी बेटी को घर तक ले जाया जाए। हमारे जो हिंदू नियम है, हमें हल्दी वगैरह लगानी होती है, हम अपनी बेटी को हल्दी वगैरह लगा के हमारी आखिरी बच्ची की विदाई है। हम अपनी बच्ची की अपने घर से ही दरवाजे से ही विदाई करना चाहते हैं।
पुलिस वाले ने कहा करते हैं भीतर बंद कर दे और कहा करते उन लोगों ने
बेटी की बॉडी को लेकर चले गए।
तो आपने बॉडी देखी थी? आपकी बेटी की बॉडी है?
नहीं।
किसकी बॉडी लग रही थी आपको?
अब जी ना मालूम कौन की
नहीं पता जी।
तो
पहुंच नहीं पाया, पहुंचने नहीं दिया?
पहुंची नहीं।
पुलिस नहीं कर दी अंतिम संस्कार?
हाँ, नहीं कर दिया।
Cops pushed through the crowd and drove towards the funeral ground without allowing the family a last look of their daughter.
ये क्या चल रहा है इतना बस बता दीजिए सर, बस इतना सा मुझे बता दीजिए, बस मेरी इन्फॉर्मेशन।
मैं क्राइम
ब्रांच अभी आप बोल रहे थे ना कि कुछ और चल रहा है।
मुझे आई डोंट नो।
नहीं अभी आपने मुझे बोला कि नहीं बॉडी नहीं है। क्या है सर, बॉडी है कि नहीं है?
मेरी ड्यूटी यहाँ पर है आप लोगों को इस बताने के लिए कि आप लोग आगे न बढ़े बस।
At 2:45 a.m., when the body was cremated, the pyre was barricaded.
The family was begging the UP police cops, the UP police officials that at least let us take the body home. They got the body here at the crematorium just 100 to 150 meters away from the home, and the police, without even letting any family member know, they have burnt the body of Hathras rape victim.
What explains the hush-hush midnight funeral? Did the UP police have something to hide? With Tanushree Pandey at Bulgari in Hathras, Bureau Report, India Today.
The report, the most powerful, in fact, ground report that was filed by my colleague Tanushree Pandey. She was here through the night, speaking to the family members, trying to get some answers from the police. She's joining me live right now. Tanushree, just to understand, we saw that ground report. Just encapsulate for us. All right, we'll just go to Tanushree in just a short while from now. But what I want to do, is for the moment, just show you what's happening in this house right now. Of course, massive media presence, everybody wanting to talk to the family, because the only question that people are asking is, why is it that the government made all these arrangements in such a hurry? Why was the cremation done in the dead of the night, not even taking her to a proper crematorium, but only doing it at one spot in a corner of one field? When I came here, I went to the three main spots of this entire story. On 14th September, where the girl was found, 700 kilometers from the very house where I'm standing, and then about a kilometer from here, where the girl was cremated last night. The dignity and the respect to the family was not even accorded. Her family, the mother, who has completely, as I was telling you earlier, her voice completely choked up now. She's been crying since yesterday. Take a look. In fact, all right, I've just been told that Yogi Adityanath, the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, is speaking to the family members, the father and the brother of the Hathras victim. These are the visuals which are on your screen right now. And there was a video conferencing, and the father and the brother were taken there for this video conferencing, as you can see in these visuals. Tanushree is now live with me. Let me go across to Tanushree. Tanushree, as we see these visuals of the Chief Minister speaking finally to the father and the brother of the victim, will there be any way he can explain to the family why was it that such a hurry was in fact undertaken to cremate the 20-year-old? Why could they not wait for 3 to 4 hours for the sun to come up for the cremation to take place?
Well, I think, Ankit, what the family has lost, there is no explanation and justification that any chief minister of this country can give to the family. I am right now have with me Sandeep, who is the younger brother. संदीप, आप एक बात बताइए, योगी आदित्यनाथ जी से बात हो रहा है अभी, आपके पिताजी का, बड़े भाई का बात हो रहा है. कोई उम्मीद है आपको कि कल जो हो रहा है, कल वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग में बात हो रही है, हाँ, किसी तरीके का आपको उम्मीद है कि आप लोग जो कल देखा, आप भी यही थे संदीप, मैं भी यही थी, जिस तरीके की भागा दौड़ी में बॉडी को जला दिया गया, आपको लगता है कोई इंसाफ? क्या लगता है आपको? यूपी सरकार से योगी आदित्यनाथ जी अगर सुन रहे हैं इस वक्त पे, क्या बोलना चाहते हैं? बोलिए संदीप.
मैं नहीं लगता है कि अगर इंसाफ मिलेगा, क्योंकि ये जो भी,
आपको नहीं लगता?
नहीं, जो भी शासन के जो हैं अधिकारी, वो इस चीज को दबाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं.
क्यों लग रहा है संदीप आपको ऐसा?
अब ये पता नहीं क्यों इतना दबाव बना रहे हैं कि सारा जो मैटर है इसको क्लोज करने के लिए सोच रहे हैं. कह रहे हैं मुआवजा दिलवा देंगे. मुआवजे से काम नहीं चलेगा, हमें इंसाफ चाहिए, और हमें जो भी केस हमारे दिल्ली में वो कोर्ट में होना चाहिए, और जो हमारी मतलब हमारी देखरेख होनी चाहिए, जो भी हमारी वो है.
चीफ मिनिस्टर आपको किसी भी तरीके का अगर आश्वासन देते हैं, क्या आप मानेंगे? क्या आपको लगता है वो बहुत है?
हाँ, आश्वासन देते हैं, हम मानेंगे.
चीफ मिनिस्टर योगी आदित्यनाथ अभी जब वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग आपके पिताजी और बड़े भाई से कर रहे हैं, आप मानेंगे उस बात को, जो आश्वासन वो देंगे?
बड़े भाई अभी वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंस के जरिए बात हो रही है, तो अभी देखिए क्या करते हैं, जो उसके बाद ही हम क्या वो देते हैं आश्वासन.
Well, you know, Ankit, the younger brother is here with me right now, Sandeep. He was at Safdarjung Hospital. He's the one who was doing, moving from pillar to post just to catch one glimpse of his sister. But he, of course, as we know, as we reported, he could not. But right now he's saying that no kind of explanation or justification is enough. We want justice, and we are not going to collect the ashes of of my sister, of my family member, until and unless Yogi Adityanath, the Chief Minister, not just do a video conferencing, he gives an assurance that justice is going to be served to the family. Ankit, back to you.
That's right, Tanushree. In fact, I met the brother, the one that you're speaking to, at the Safdarjung Hospital yesterday when they were sitting at the dharna there. As Tanushree was saying, the ashes are just about 1 kilometer from here. The fire which was created in a hurry is still hot. I went there to the three main spots of this story. The place where the girl was brutalized on 14th, and then on the intervening night of 29th and 30th, where she was buried, where she was cremated in a hurry. Take a look. It was around noon on 14th September. 20-year-old girl, the Hathras victim, just about 700 meters from these fields is her residence. She came to these fields, these Bajra, in fact, fields, to help her mother to, in fact, cut off the produce, the crop. Her mother was, in fact, just moving ahead, working at a faster pace. The girl was collecting what her mother was cutting at that point of time. After a few moments, she disappeared. She vanished. When the family started searching, in about half an hour or 45 minutes later, they found her after walking through this very narrow lane at this very spot. This is where on 14th of September, the 20-year-old Hathras victim was found, lying in a pool of blood, lying completely unconscious. At that moment, there was her dupatta, which was wrapped around her neck, bleeding, barely alive. Her mother discovered her, and after shouting for help, after trying to drag her out of this place in these fields where possibly there is very difficult, nobody can actually see from outside. The allegation is that 4 men dragged her to this area, gang raped her, and then tried to kill her and left her for dead. The family from this very spot took her to the police station. From there, the police, the way that in fact they were responded to, they were told to shoo away from that place, and then of course they were taken to the hospital, and that is where all the questions, the discrepancies started, leading up to what happened on the VRs of 30th September, after fighting for 15 days when she died on the 29th. We'll take you to the other spots of this very horrific story, the very story that has shook the conscience of the entire country, like possibly only like when it happened in 2012. Not only was she brutalized when she was alive, what happened in her death has raised many questions. If you just go in this direction, just about a kilometer from here, that's the place where the 20-year-old girl was cremated yesterday in the dead of the night. The family, the vehicle that went is just, the road is just about 50 meters from this very house. They kept crying for in front of the cops to get the vehicle here, get the body one last time into their house. I went to the spot where the ashes are waiting to be picked up of the 20-year-old. This is all that is left of a 20-year-old who fought for a life for almost a fortnight after being brutalized by 4 men in a village here in Hathras. Yesterday in the night, in the dead of the night, when there was deafening silence in this entire village and at this very spot, which is surrounded by these fields, there was only one light, and the light was of a pyre. The light was of a pyre which was put across hurriedly. Light was of a pyre of dreams of a 20-year-old who has been killed. Light was of a pyre of a father who could not see his daughter, of a mother who kept crying for one last view, of a brother who just wanted to see his sister one last time. Now, the hope of the family is that once again, I mean, when the police denies that there was any rape, when the police says nothing has happened when it comes to, in fact, sexual assault, they are hoping that the justice would be served only if an external agency takes over the case. The SIT has been formed. All eyes would be whether the SIT also questions the administrative lapses and in the way this entire matter has been handled. That's all the time that we have in this edition of 6 p.m. Prime. All the news from the IPL and the world of sports coming up next after a short break.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.